Hello Capricorns, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower. Going from the 5th through to the 11th of May. Did a special energy update this week on the Spanish situation because it has something, everything to do with the magnetic field of the earth. Therefore, it has a lot to do with your chakras and your auras. And therefore it can affect us in a physical and emotional sort of sense. Do go and have a look at it. It came out a lot within the messages from energy as well, which came out on our channel as well, which has some beautiful messages about taking a concrete step into our future, but enjoying it and encouraging that enjoyment within our lives. And we're going to be looking at the elements that we sort of went through were the elements of water and earth. Now, actually, this bodes incredibly well for you, Capricorn. Looking at your sign, you have this cardinal earth at the surface, but you have this cardinal water at the base. And this is why our emotions run deep. And it's about the outside world. We do take in consideration enormously what's happening around us. And sometimes that can be too much, which stops us from getting what we want out of life. But you also have this water on your karmic paths here, mutable on your relationship side and fixed on your financial side. So emotionally, it's got to sit right for you at the moment. The plan or the direction, the company you're working for, the business you're doing, the projects you're doing, you've got to feel it and it's got to sit right for you. And if that is the case, then all of a sudden that water that comes through there, that fixed water there, also goes out fixed between your past and your future. And it's looking for, at the moment, I think the energy is going to bring in you emotional stability within your financial world. So less of, not necessarily risk taking, but the life is starting to give you the returns that you have been putting into life itself. On your relationship side, that cardinal water that is yours, Capricorn, and we find that both on your financial side and your relationship side, this gives you that direction according to the world that is around you. But you also have that mutable water that comes in from Pisces. Now, the only earth you do have is on your surface. So it's all about the here and now and how you convert these very defined emotional pathways for your relationship and your financial side. We will be pulling cards on those messages from energy according to your elements a little bit later on. But in the meantime, let's just see what's going on with your reading. So here we have the general energies. The general energies is about forcing or staying true to those emotional grounding understandings that you have from within you. And on your relationship side, it's looking as well for stability, but not stagnant. Stability in the way that it's giving you freedom to play emotionally within the relationship that is around you, helping you to see where you've been to where you're going so you can really convert it into something good. And on your financial side, it's very much about you dictating the pulse of passions and emotions that you put into the career path. So you get this constant return back for you. You get the moon card. Obviously, the moon is a Scorpio card. Now, this is brilliant because this is exactly what I'm talking about on your financial side. That Scorpio energy coming in there. And I think you have to be a little bit ruthless in the emotional front on your financial side just to get ahead, rather than sacrificing yourself perpetually for the greater idea, which is great and it's fantastic. But there does need to be a fair exchange. And if that fair exchange doesn't exist, it's not going to work. You've got to, so in the financial world, it's a good mantra to have saying, if it doesn't work for everybody, it doesn't work. And why should I be the one who has to pay each time emotionally? And I think you're understanding the underbelly of life itself here at the moment. You're starting to allow that to shine through through your shadow self in a way. And where you're having your shadow self can really be something incredibly beneficial to you as you go forward. What's going on the relationship side here? There's definitely a direction that is coming from the outside world here. Yeah, this is your karmic path. This is where you get the emotional, mutable energies that comes up here, that comes in from Pisces. I think you are sitting in your power here this week here. I think emotionally, it's very clear for you how to construct and build a relationship in a very productive way and a very secure way that builds security for you, but also builds security for the other person that is in the relationship side here. I think you're sitting and standing into your power enormously with the synchronicities with the world around you. This is the cardinal water that comes into your life. You get the Three of Cups. If you're sitting in your power, this will allow you to enjoy the moment and enjoy people that are around you. Allow those synchronicities to sort of like tickle your fancy. Allow you to follow pathways which really make you feel good about life. And it's not just about the one-to-one. It's also just feeling good about life. In your past self, that is that mutable energy. There is obviously something, or there's someone who is really, and I think you're probably realizing it now, that someone has given their heart to you, or you are giving your heart to them. Whatever it is, either they're giving it to you or you're giving it to them. It seems like a very mutable, contribution. It's a beautiful coming together of two energies that makes you feel really warm and cozy, and it makes you feel much more empowered as well and relaxed about the world around you. You feel like you're getting a skip in your step. That's what I'm getting out of it. A skip in your step. That is your future self. That is that skip that I'm talking about. Now, you do have this air and fire that goes in just below your here and now, and that's what's breeding that childlike energy, enjoying life. And there was a lot of that childlike energy that was in the messages from energy as well, which allows you to play with things, allows you to play with fire without getting burnt here. And I think is a lot of security that's coming in on the relationship side, because I think simply you have been absolutely clear with yourself more than anything else. And then when you're clear with yourself, with your deep emotions, you can be very clear with the outside world. You get the Five of Wands within this energy. Now, this is where you have that fire and air just below the surface, and this warms the waters so it can feed and nourish and make your earth, which is at your surface, your interaction with the outside world, very fertile. This is where you need to, don't accept second best here. And I think it's a fight within yourself a little bit, but it's also a way of showing this is what I want, the best out of life. And then people can then recognize how they can engage with you in a really beautiful way. It does make for joyous sense. And I do think you do need to fight for it in a way. I don't think you should, go at this lightly. I think you should be really engaged in your love and your relationship and the engagement with another person that is around you. It's going to breed some really beautiful times. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. This is where we got that fixed water that goes all the way around, but then you've got that cardinal water that goes there as well. Let's just see what's going on there. A windfall. I'm getting a windfall here. You got the Two of Swords. It's on your karmic path. I think your karmic path here, this is the fixed energy. 2 is very good for fixed energy. Scorpio energy. It comes around here, touches that moon, and then goes between your past and your future. I think your karmic path is saying to you, you've made this choice already. There's no backing out of it. You're going down this pathway and you've got to go through with it. You're very good at that, Capricorn. You're very good at seeing things through to the end. And sometimes you'll see things through to the end. Well, I say sometimes, quite a lot actually. You'll see things through to the end which may be detrimental to you. But this time here, because you're seeing the underbelly of life, you're seeing the reality for what it really is within you. It's becoming very clear on your shadow side here now. You are making a choice, you've made a choice already, and you've got to follow that path. And it's this time here, it's going to be completely different. It's going to bring in that windfall. Let's just see what's going on. The synchronicities. The synchronicities are really playing into that moon card. There's something that's coming in that's giving you an emotional direction that plays into how you engage in the world, because you've got that cardinal earth at the surface, and gives you an emotional direction, which I think is a major surprise. Something that comes in that it's like you're either winning in a court case or you're winning in going for a job. So you might have been through 1, 2, 3 interviews and you've got, to a certain stage and you get the contract. You bring harmony into your life. There is a definite thing. There's a result that comes into your life that makes you kind of think, at last, life is finally in balance. Things are really as they should be. In the past, you get the Knight of Wands. Very, very passionate mission that you have been on. And I think you've been on for a long time. And I think you've been very patient about it all as well. Although this is spontaneous sort of energy within the Knight of Wands, this spontaneous energy brings in a surprise according to what you've been putting into life. And if you've been putting a lot into life, I think you're going to get a very, very good result here. And I think it's going to be surprise to you. And it's in a moment's notice, you're going to be able to take a massive spring or leap forward. There's something that's coming into your life, either a contract that ties in with that justice card. It's either a contract or an opportunity for your business or projects and so forth that brings a lot of harmony back to your life. Three of Pentacles. Yes, Capricorn all over, Three of Pentacles. This is about you in the future here, being in a position where people respect you, but also at the same time, the reason they respect you is because of the respect you give the situation, the work. It's like you're sort of saying, I'm not going to cut corners here. I'm going to do it properly. And because you're doing it properly and you've been so diligent about how you apply yourself in the material world, people are returning to you and sort of saying, Capricorn's got it going on. That's the future. Let's invest in that. Seven of Wands. Loads of people have been getting the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about you building that confidence within you, building that sort of determination. That's what I feel about here. But it's all to do, I think, with the emotional balance within your life that's giving you a direction that you know, and that's driving you in. It's because the seven is all about revelation. It's revealing to you. And in everyday life, it's revealing through the actions that you do, which is building a lot more confidence in your future. And I think there's a big windfall that comes through here for you. It could be just an opportunity of a windfall situation that comes through here that makes you feel a lot more confident about your financial future. Let's just put a few cards on that. Now, you've got that water that runs all the way through there. You've got that water that runs across between the past and the future. We'll be putting it on that. The earth energy is that the energy is with you at the moment. That's all on your surface here. Let's start on the relationship side with the Emperor card. You get the Queen of Swords. You have chosen a direction. I think this is why you've got to communicate it to people around you. You've got to show people around you, this is a direction I'm taking. And that's when you can take the lead from the world that is around you with that Three of Cups. Connecting to other people is going to, bring you a lot of healing into your life. I think it's going to calm you enormously. This good connection that you can have with life itself. It's finally healing that heart, and it's allowing you to give your love to someone, or someone to give your love to you. Whichever way it is, life is making you feel that I'm living the dream. Living the dream. Look at that from the past to the future. Between the Ace of Cups and the Page of Wands, because you've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands really going off on a massive journey on both sides here. And you get the Ace of Pentacles. This is a massive opportunity for you to really lay down some roots for some beautiful relationships with you and a partner, or with you and collective, and you and your spiritual path even, whichever way it is. So you can finally walk away from complicated situations which you are getting healing from. And I think the energy is sort of pushing you in that direction, as if to sort of say, Capricorn, don't wait around, come on, just move on, but being very clear with the outside world, I think, is going to bring you enormous amount of benefits in life. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. What is this choice all about? It's a leap of faith. I think it's a faith within yourself, and I think that's why you get the Seven of Wands up there with that sort of central energy. It's believing in yourself. You've got to make that choice. I know you can do it, but just now realizing how you connect it to the outside world is all of a sudden that's going to give you that confidence to take that leap of faith without any too much risk. There is some sort of, as I said on this card here with this Justice card, there is some sort of benefit that's coming into your life. You've got two aces on the relationship side, but it's like energy really does want you to get the ultimate success within your life. And there is an opportunity, or there is an offering that's coming into your life here that brings beautiful harmony back to your financial situation. It feels like a windfall. This is a windfall coming your way here, Capricorn. Look at that. The Two of Swords wanting to jump out. Comes back to making that decision. That windfall only turns up if you engage in it. It's about making concrete steps into your future. You get the King of Swords. You got the Queen of Swords as well. Energy is united behind you here, really playing to your favor. And the Queen of Swords, it's King of Swords. Sorry, the King of Swords is all about clear judgment, getting a real clear vision about the long-term plan here, and being very wise about it. And as I said, you've got that cardinal, that fixed water that's going through there. I think you need to be very clear and defined about how your emotional engagement is and what you accept from the outside world as well in which of engagement. But whatever it is, look at that, the Knight of Swords as well. Two knights on here from the energy that is really, that's taking you off very, very quickly. Going from the Knight of Wands to the Three of Pentacles, it's all happening a little bit in the here and now, and you need to be really physically engaged in life in order to get the best out of it, the best results, as it were. So there you go, Capricorn. Don't forget about the messages from energy and that special energy update about Spain that is on our channel. We've also got the live on Sunday night at 2100 hours GMT, that's UK time. I will see you there. Don't forget, in the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.